everybody. Welcome to the Cozy Hermitage Craft Cottage. My name is John. Forgot where I was. Yep. Well, I hope everyone's had a good weekend last weekend and a good week this week. We were fairly busy, and I'm having a hard time remembering whether we were busy last weekend, or I don't know. I know we wound up going to Spokane a couple times, 2 days in a row, and then to get two different. We have a small chest freezer, and it's out in the shop, and the cover of the lid is coming off. And so Kristen found another one in Spokane for $50 that looked like really good shape, looked almost new, and older couple that was getting ready to move to, I think, North Carolina, and they weren't going to take that with them, so worked really well. We went and picked that up, I think, on Saturday. And then my daughter Becca, she had a small chest freezer, and it apparently went belly up like a week ago or so and started to stink, and so that's when they figured out what was going on. And so they ordered a chest freezer from Big Lots. So we had to go on Sunday and pick that up, and I'm not too sure about the days, but it's in order anyway. So we had to go pick that up on Sunday for him, and it turned out to be the same size freezer that we had, even though her original one was like half the size. So anyway, we got to her house, and yeah, it was a busy day, but it all went well. I got to see the grandkids again and everything, so yeah, it was good. And then on yesterday, we had to take my daughter Rachel, who was living in Odessa, but works in Spokane at Amazon, and her roommate in Odessa, she got a job at another Amazon in Spokane, and so they decided to move to Spokane to be closer to work because gas was killing them going back and forth. So anyway, they got a apartment with another friend, and so we had to take a truckload of Rachel's, a bed and a table and chairs up to them, and then my son Micah, youngest son Micah, we belong to the train HO scale, Evergreen Railroad Modelers train club up there. They have a big layout that you can run your trains on. And so he wanted to go do that. And one of his friends was supposed to be there. I don't think the friend ever showed up, but he knows everybody. Everybody knows him there. So he had, so we went and did, I don't know, it was just a weird day. We also had to pick up our trailer that was done, our camp trailer. So yeah, it was whirly, and my wife had to keep everything straightened out, and I didn't know what was going on. So, but anyway, everything worked out, and our trailer's home. Everything is the way it should be for now. So anyway, that's what we've been doing. I haven't really been out here. We were going to do our knit night last Tuesday, and that didn't happen because, this is another thing we did. That didn't happen because my grandson Jack had a concert Tuesday evening. So we went to that and watched Jack play his trombone, and that was really enjoyable. And I think this is the first year he's played the trombone. He started back in September when school started, and and he's improved. They've all of the students have improved quite a bit in just this time span since September. So, because we heard them in December for their Christmas concert, and so this was their spring concert, and they really improved quite a bit. If you hear all those weird sounds, that is, I don't know what you guys are hearing, but it's really windy and cold, very blustery here today. So, yes. But it's nice and cozy here in the cottage. So I don't know what's making that noise, but anyway, it's nice and cozy and toasty in here. So I'm happy. So today I am going to start working on another pillowcase, another quilted pillowcase, because I really like that one I did. So I'm doing another one. I already have the quilted. I already have the top done. So I need to cut out the backing fabric and the I'm just having trouble today. I've actually been having trouble all last couple of weeks. And what's it called? You know, the stuffing. So anyway, so I'm going to move some stuff around and get lined up and you set up, and I'll cut it out. I'm gonna try and keep this to like 20 minutes. So, you know, if all we get done is cutting it out, then that's what we get done, and we'll work on it again next week. So, and I'm not gonna hurry. I'm not gonna make an hour-long video again because that's just too long. But yeah. So anyway, so I'm gonna go get stuff ready, and I'll talk to you here in a second. Okay, this is a pillow top we're working on. This is batting. See, I actually had to look it up on the bag. This is what is it? Poly down. So this is what I'm using. For the batting. So let's see here. Yeah, let me get my rotary cutter. There. Okay, so there's that. Okay, you can see I got this green fabric here. It has a hole in it. I don't know if you can see that, but it has a hole in it, and this just happens to fit there, so I can use this piece of fabric for the backing. Not too sure what it is, but it should work fine. All right, there we go. Okay, I'm just kind of trying to figure this out. So I'm going to cut this so that it's the right size. Sorry about that. And I gotta turn it so I can turn it inside out or right side out when I'm done sewing it. I really like making these pillows. So there. Now, just sew it. So hang a minute while I get set up at the sewing machine. Okay, I'm here at the sewing machine, Singer Model 15. And I have the, hope you can see this. This is the back of the quilt. The back of the, yeah, I forgot it again. Anyway, that stuff. And back of that. So now I'm gonna sew around the edges. Start here. Let's see. There. Maybe I'll start. Start here. Need to leave an opening to be able to pull everything the right side out. Big enough for my hand to fit in there. Okay, let's try this. Okay. Well, let's see. See what damage there is. Well, maybe I didn't quite leave myself enough. Well, let's see. Oh, maybe I should, I think I'll trim. I can trim a little bit around the edges to make it smaller. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay. Now let's see what we got. necessarily my best work. I need a poker. I knew I had one. Okay, now where was I? I'll use a fat end. Up. Well, poked it all the way through. There. Now I just gotta stitch that closed and find that corner that popped open. Yeah, there it is, and just zap a stitch on there. Remember, I'm not a professional. I'm probably not even an amateur. I'm just enjoying myself making stuff with the sewing machine and just making stuff in general. Yeah, I should have just laid this out like a regular quilt, quilted it, and then put the back where the pillow goes in. I should have put it on this side, and then stitched the edges around, and yeah. So anyway, I did it all wrong. Oh well, nothing new there. There. Okay. Well, on that note, I don't know, I think I'm just going to keep going. I'm getting a little more used to the knee controller. There. I think just kind of like it like that. Huh. Anyway, well, I'll see what happens to it. I think I'm gonna stop for now and think about this some. And Yeah, I think I'm going to stop now. Back to the chair. Okay, well, that was laughable. But it was enjoyable. I liked the sewing machine. Anyway, I'm going to stop for now. Try and edit this down to 20, 30 minutes. And I'll pick it up again next week. See what happens. And then this coming Tuesday, we're supposed to have our knit night here on Tuesday. So hopefully we can get my wife Kristen to come craft with us. That'd be nice. I think I'm going to work on my embroidery, and I think Ruben's going to do some knitting. I don't know. I might knit some too. I still have that cowl thing I have to do. Might as well finish that up. But I said I was going to work on the knitting machine too, and I didn't do it. I didn't have time this week. But anyway, so that's all for now. I hope everyone has a great weekend and a great week. Give me a thumbs up if you like watching my antics. You can subscribe and leave a comment. So anyway, I'll talk to you all later. Thanks for watching. Have a good weekend. Bye.